like this. All right.
I'm not.
Okay, is it working?
We're live.
I think we got it. Are we on? What? Bradley. Oh no, he's mad.
You should be mad.
Is there sound? Can they hear us?
Can you hear us? Can you hear us? Hello.
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 Hello. Hi, you guys.
Rick Johnson says hi.
Wait, can you hear us?
Can you hear us? Is it working? Guys? Hello?
You hear us?
Just let us know. You can hear us now.
Yay! Oh, you're gonna regret that.
Can you hear this?
Oh!
How about this?
Ow!
How about that?
Ow! Ow!
All right. All right. Let's do an intro.
All right, well, welcome to Stooge Talk Live. I'm Andy P.
And I'm Curly G.
And I'm Kurt Lamond. How boring.
That's not boring.
We need a good nickname for him. What do we got?
Not Curty L, Kurt L, something. I don't know.
KO.
No.
Oh, ask the folks.
KO Stradivarius. That's taken.
KO Stradivarius. That'd be a good one if you were a boxer.
It would be.
My first dog was a boxer.
Oh.
Anyway, we're here with Curly G, who's the youngest grandson of Curly Howard of the Three Stooges.
Oh, yeah. I would have never known.
And who is our special guest?
Kurt Lamond, great grandson of Larry Fine.
Hey, leave him alone.
Well, he's the best.
I try to do the voice sometimes, but it really doesn't carry.
No, you
Yeah,
do. You
Jazz.
do it good. You
It
do
carries
it
better
good.
than mine.
Hey,
Oh.
who are you calling Porcupine?
Oh.
Fun stuff.
All right, so welcome everybody. Stooge Talk Live. We finally made this work last week. As you know, we tried to get it, and YouTube was down. And Kurt made his way all the way over here, brought a whole bunch of goodies for you. Chandler, Shemp's great granddaughter, showed up to visit, and
We couldn't do it.
we couldn't do it. So we went out to dinner instead and had a good time.
We did.
Andy, before we go on, are you okay? Because I've never seen you step on your words, like tripped on them.
What do you mean?
You were blah blah that day.
Oh, I'm stressed out.
Oh yeah, he's been stressed out lately, folks.
Well, we couldn't get this working, and then we started, and the sound wasn't working. But it looks like we're all on. We got 92 people here joining
That's
us.
amazing.
While you guys are here, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe.
And ring the little bell for notifications.
What bell?
Oh!
That one. That bell. Okay. This is fun, folks. If you ever get a chance to whack these Stooges around, I strongly suggest it.
Yeah, $5 a piece.
Hey, wait a second. But when you're stressed out and feeling down, you gotta drink a little Brito.
Righto!
Old body's new.
And actually, we got these mugs. These two mugs are courtesy of your shop.
ShopKnuckleheads.com. You can get all the mugs you want.
I love that place.
Not these ugly
We
mugs.
can't get these mugs.
That's a Stooges Emporium of all things Three Stooges. Shop Knuckleheads. I like it.
We're not here to shill product, are we?
No! Well, yes, we are.
ShopKnuckleheads.com.
Yeah, check it out.
We have a code. Use code LOYAL10.
Oh, you got a
save
code. You
10%.
should get some vitamin C.
Hey, wait, someone
I
did
heard
something
strawberries
nice.
would be good.
Oh,
Thank you. Oh, you
Don
did this good
Gutterman
one.
and Joel Hurley, of course. Thank you, Don. Thank you, Joel.
That's actually Dan.
Who?
Dan.
Dan. Oh, Dan. Thank you.
Don's my brother. He'll hit you
Oh,
later.
we'll know that? Okay, great.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan, and thank you, Joel, of course, and thank you, everybody, for joining us. Nice to see the descendants of the Three Stooges, Charlene says. Hey, it's me. Marcus is he. So anyway, yeah, we got a lot to squeeze in tonight because you brought a lot of goodies to show.
I brought some fun stuff, just so you guys know, the memorabilia. Some of the stuff you can get on the shop is, T-shirts and fun stuff. But I do have a pretty cool cache of old memorabilia. Some of Larry's actual personal items that we've, been able to keep in the family. So I brought a few things to kind of share with you guys tonight, and Andy's going to probably try to steal them, but we'll do our best to get them back home safely.
Oh yeah, there's some things that didn't go home with him last week.
Yeah, I left it here for safekeeping. And then some cool little family kind of trinkets and things that I thought the fans might want to see. So,
and and you got some stories, right, from the family?
I do have some family. Speaking of families, I just saw my son is saying hello. Marco is here. Hello, Marco.
Marco! So that's Larry's great-grandson?
Great-grandson. Marco, I'm going to whack him for you.
Hey, wait, my stepson name is Bo.
Bo?
NGS.
It's like Polo, but
Oh, Mark.
the L's are silent.
Marco.
Polo.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Marco
we got a hello
Polo.
from San Diego, California. Larry's great-grandson. Can you bonk Curly and Andy with the frying pan? Again? Oh.
Oh.
Hey, next up, when they
Oh,
get
no.
really out of hand, folks.
Yeah.
We're going to save that for later.
And Jimmy, of course, one of our biggest
Jimmy.
supporters. We love you, Jimmy.
Why,
Thank you. As we love all of you guys are all amazing. Larry got buff. Laugh out loud. Yeah. Marco Polo.
Yeah. Oh, Marco Polo.
Yeah,
I
lot of
thought
Marco
he would get
Polos.
more of that. You know, when
He's getting a lot of it here.
Good. Bring it on. We'll, make up for lost time.
Bandit B 213. 2 fingers to the eyes. Uh-oh. Dan, you can do it that way.
Point.
Go!
Got him. Not him.
We need a little violin to pluck. When we
We do. Do we have anything? No.
Who's got Larry's violin, by the way?
Larry's violin is with Richard Cohen. He's a mega collector in the East Coast. Nice man. He has a lot of cool Larry stuff. He's got Larry's pinky ring. He's got a violin. I'll tell you a story, actually.
Yeah.
So we were at the convention in 2016. We were all there together. And he gave me an envelope and gave me a nice talk before I opened it. He's like, listen, this is something I've had, and I want you guys to have it back in your family. So, keep this in a safe place. He said when Larry was living in the motion picture home out here in Woodland Hills, his barber would cut his hair, the little old lady, and she asked Larry, can I keep some of your iconic hair because it's such a cool thing to have? And he's like, yeah, whatever, sure. So he signed a little letter that said, this is my hair, have it. And so somebody in her family, I think she passed, and it kind of got sold at an auction, and Richard bought it. And so then he gave it to me. So I have a lock of Larry's hair.
Where is it?
What?
It's in a safe deposit box. I don't like to take it out, but I will bring it on another show, and we can.
All we need is 2 extra strands that you could
Right. So actually, somebody before it got to Richard, somebody took a lock of his hair and made a trading card out of it. You can do that, I guess.
Oh, amazing!
So they sold it to one of the trading card companies, like a piece of memorabilia.
That's a good one.
So yeah, I have some of Larry's hair. I will bring that. To
Yeah,
one of
we
the
gotta
future
see-
shows.
Hey, wait a second. I got something, fellas. I got some of Curly's skin.
Quite a bit of it.
Feel it.
Go ahead, slap
Let
it.
me see. That is Curly's skin. It's official.
We just got to say a little shout out to Brian White. Thank you, Brian.
Brian,
and
thank
Recordology.
you.
Thanks, Brad. For the guest
Recordology.
appearance. Have
Oh, I
you
love
guys
you.
ever seen Time Out for Rhythm? Yeah.
Of course.
The
Yeah.
feature, right?
I actually might have something here from that
Ooh.
feature here. We'll get
I
to
know.
that.
We're looking.
Well, maybe we do, maybe we don't. But yeah,
Well,
absolutely,
look.
we've seen it. Yeah.
NG5 says, first time I saw Larry was in a famous Disorder in the Court. That
Oh.
episode had me in stitches. Yeah, well, Larry's one of his best moments is in that. We talk about that.
We talked about it in the new Stooge podcast.
Yeah, so we just interviewed Kurt for our very first episode of the official Three Stooges podcast coming soon.
Coming soon. Check it out.
Coming
Make sure you
soon.
see. But that scene where he goes Tarzan, after he kills the tarantula, that's one of my favorite scenes.
Yeah.
Absolutely love it.
It's like one of the hardest you laugh at the Stooges. It is so out of okay. Hey, should we try it on?
Try it on me.
Yeah, let's see what he looks like with Larry.
Oh god.
Oh, good luck. Here.
You would don't need the hat actually, but hey,
Hey.
does he look like Larry?
Yeah.
More like Larry?
Not really. The beard's killing the whole thing, right?
No.
Profile like behind
You look like Larry.
Yeah, porcupine.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
So let's real quick. Let's tell them. Oh, Christine Collins, thank you very much.
Very nice.
We appreciate the support. How are you related to Larry? So he's your great grandfather.
Larry, great grandfather. Larry and Mabel had a daughter, Phyllis. Phyllis had a son, Eric, and Eric is my father. With my mom, Mary, who's probably watching. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Ma.
Hey, Mama. Mama love you.
And my brother, Don. So there's 2 of us.
Oh, Don.
from the. And then my dad had a sister, Chrissy, or has a sister, Chrissy, and she lives out here in LA too.
Oh, nice.
We'll get her on a show once. She's
Yeah,
fun.
really? That'd be great.
She's fun. Yeah, she knows some really cool stories. Her and my dad lived with Larry for many years when they were young. When he wasn't traveling, they lived together. So
So she's got real stories.
They have stories. Listen to the podcast. There's a really funny story in there about my dad, what he saw Larry and Mo doing.
Oh yeah, we don't
It
want to
was
repeat
great.
that because we want to
It's
share it on the podcast.
It's
But
fun.
it's my favorite story ever of the
It's
Stooges.
so great.
I think it is.
It is. It really
Yeah.
by far.
Yeah.
Better than any story
Um,
that I don't know.
Kurt,
I don't know
let's
anything.
see. We got to thank you, the Brianator 88. And Kurt, can you replicate the Tarzan moment your grandfather did with the wig on? Let's go.
I'll do my
Yeah.
best. Let's see. What do we have here? I got the wig and God, I don't know the lines, but he's like, woo, woo, woo. And then Mo's
What
like,
are you?
stop it, Tarzan.
Tarzan, you're in a courtroom, not a jungle.
And then he goes right back to normal, like as if nothing happened. Why are my glasses on my chest?
Folks, that was perfect.
That was really.
That was perfect.
I want that to be my
That soundbite should be on everyone's phone.
my cell phone ring for when you call me or text me.
So there you go.
That's
That was
good.
amazing.
And so Larry had a son who your grandmother's brother who
Yeah,
passed away.
yeah. Johnny passed. He was 25-ish. He was young. He actually he had 3 kids.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, three kids, but he passed away young in a single car accident. So, but his 3 kids have carried on, and they're kind of spread around America. But we'll try to get some of them on too. They're around.
Oh, that'd be great. And then Larry had a sister who's got family that that are around.
So Larry had a sister. Yep, and I have a picture of all of the siblings. Larry's brother. Larry had a brother. We'll go backwards here. Larry had a brother, Mo.
Right.
Funny enough.
Yep.
And his sister Lila, and here they all are. So this is Larry, Lila, and Mo at Lila's daughter's wedding,
I'll focus it.
1968. So I don't know if Larry's niece Phyllis, this is their wedding, so she's probably watching, and her son Josh Goldblum, my cousin, awesome guy.
That's amazing.
So hopefully they're watching. So this is the 3 siblings in 68.
So this is Mo who wrote the book.
Stooge in the middle.
Stooge in the middle.
Yeah.
And that's
Lila and Larry. And Lila was a good 17 years younger than Larry. So we had her around, quite a bit. So I got to know her pretty well. And she was a sweet, sweet, sweet lady. God, she had that same sweet sentimentality of Larry.
I met Lila, I believe, in 1987 at the Three Stooges convention outside Philadelphia. I remember her. I was a little kid, but she stuck out of my mind.
I want to show you guys the cool piece of memorabilia that my favorite things. So here's a great picture of Larry. Just out of character, right? Just kind of a suave headshot, kind of neat, kind of different. But you notice the watch there, yeah? So here is the watch.
Look at this. Hold on. Let's focus this again.
Say what?
It's not good?
That's great. This is real memorabilia.
Yeah.
I wasn't left anything. I don't even know anything. I'm a lame brain.
So I have the watch. That's Larry's. And I have the other piece of the band, but I can't get it repaired because it's broken right here. I mean, I can get it repaired. I just haven't yet. So I have it, and I'm going to make it whole again. But I don't want to clean it up. You know what I mean? Because it's weird, right? It kind of has like his sweat on there, if that's odd enough to say. But so yeah.
What does the watch say?
Is that the focus there?
It doesn't say nothing. You got to look at it. Oh no,
Did you run that joke?
Can you see?
Yeah, I mean,
How out of focus?
Hold up.
No, it's okay.
Just don't touch the volume.
No, I just didn't know if that was the
No, you got to do it manually.
Okay, so this is the watch, and what does the watch say? Tick, 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 tick.
Yeah.
This one doesn't say anything. It doesn't work anymore. So anyway, I brought Larry's watch. I thought that was something cool.
I gotta hold it.
Yeah, hold it.
Hey, wait.
What watch?
What?
Hey, watch this over here.
Wow.
I want to do Mo. Like I'd rather impersonate Mo when I'm doing Stooges. Just
not with those pythons. Whoa.
Yeah. Give me that watch.
Sorry, Mo.
Just to me, Mo was funny.
Yeah,
just
Mo was
so funny. He had people don't watch as an adult. We watch the Stooges differently, right? And I watched. I would usually kind of focus on Curly as a kid, like everybody else.
Yep.
And Champ with his heebie-bees and his, Yeah, and then Larry, of course, I'm like, hey, what's he doing? Which as a kid, he's like, he comes in and he's hilarious and he's out. But then as an adult, you watch.
Yeah.
And Mo's lines, like his insults, were very, very ahead of their time.
Yeah.
That's writing.
But Curly had a joke that to me is my favorite Curly joke of all time. In all the shows, he did some little throwaway lines, and they did stuff that was like in culture at the time. And it was kind of hard to follow. Like, it doesn't make sense to us now, but some of those jokes were really like culturally appropriate at the time. Very funny, like socially. But there was one simple throwaway line.
What was it?
It was Uncivil Warriors, and they're trying to get their coordinates, they're writing down the number of Southern soldiers because they're spies for the Northern Army in the Civil War. So Mo writes all these things down on a piece of paper, puts it on the table, and all the like generals and stuff are in the room. Well, Curly takes the tobacco, puts the tobacco in that paper, rolls it up, and starts smoking it. But it burns so fast, he drops it, it gets it, and he puts it out. And Mo says, "Do you know what that was?" And Curly says, "Hot."
Oh! Hey, wait, he's way ahead of his time.
To me, that was like the best, like the quickest, easiest joke. It was just, it showed Curly's range.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. He certainly did. They all had it. And that I never gave credit for as a kid. Right? They all have different levels of.
Oh, they do. Yeah. They all have lines. Oh, I have a for who's that? Emily?
Yeah.
Is that Emily? All right.
And we just got Sue just shouted to, "Oh, my Stradivarius!"
Oh,
right? From
my Stradivarius.
but Pop Goes the Weasel.
So Emily Turner's asking, do you have any of Larry's artwork he created at the motion picture home? So we do. I have some of his paintings at home that he did. He did some ceramic. Man, Chrissy has like a ceramic jaguar or panther he made. And I didn't bring any of his artwork here today, but when Mo would come visit Larry at the motion picture home, he would do ceramic artwork with that was their thing. They would do stuff together.
Right.
And I brought 2 of those that Mo actually made while hanging out with Larry at the motion picture home. So Emily, check these out. All right, let me unroll them so I can kind of do this together.
So Mo painted these with Larry.
So I have similar ones of Larry's, but those are actually like locked away at my aunt's house. I didn't bring them, but I have these at my house for some. My dad had these. I guess Mo gave them to Larry or something. I'm not sure how they ended up with me, but they did. My brother's probably gonna call me tomorrow and say send those to me. So these are.
Well, we can keep them here while you guys debate who owns them.
So these 2 little figurines were made by Mo, and painted by Mo with Larry. But here's the coolest part. So look underneath here.
I gotta focus this. Yeah.
So right there is Mo's little signature. And some of these things, like similar things, have been sold on his last estate sale, big auction. But his little face there is his signature, which I think is really cool. Should I pull it back a little bit?
Yeah, let me see.
There it is. Yeah, we can see it. There's that one. And,
oh, wow.
And that one.
You guys see it? Look at that. Dude, he painted them on there.
So he painted a picture of his little face on there as his signature.
That's amazing.
Wait, I can't see anything.
You can't?
Why not?
Because my shoes aren't on. Show me the shoes.
I'm going to take my shoe off and hit you with it.
No, my feet stink. Let me see. Ah.
If these weren't so valuable, I'd probably hit you with them right now. But we're not doing that tonight.
Oh.
So are we good?
Yeah, yeah.
So Emily, good question. I mean, thanks for asking, but here we go. So I did bring, it's almost like you knew, Emily. That's kind of weird. So that's
really
one of the really cool things that I think, and to me, it's like, it's not just stuff or memorabilia. To me, it's a little link to the past, and to know that it was like Mo cared enough to come over and do stuff with him. They were so close.
Yeah.
Such good friends. You guys all know Shep, Mo, Curly were brothers. Larry, though, was a brother to them.
Right.
And he treated them as brothers. And they, to the day they all passed, were really, really, really together. Let's put those down in that bag.
And he lived, he lived longer than the brothers, right? So he was a good.
Well, Mo outlived them all.
Well, yeah, but not by much.
Larry was right there with him.
Yeah.
NG5 says, I do recall reading that one side of Larry's face got a little coarser due to the being slept by Mo in the later years. Is that true, or is that a rumor that he was all calloused?
I don't know if it was more callous, but he did say that it was a little more, it was harder, maybe like a little less feeling. And that wasn't from the shows that we all grew up watching. That was from vaudeville. And they used to say, like, proudly, we would hit each other loud enough so the guy in the back who paid his money, his nickel, they wanted the guy in the back to hear the slap. And that's when like Ted Healy was pounding him pretty hard.
Yeah.
Stage.
Oh, yeah. I heard Ted really.
He was rough.
Yeah, he was really rough.
Yeah.
Joel Early, wonderful stuff. Kurt, thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Mo was a cool guy, Patty says. Buzzy Jones. Kurt, did Larry win the card game? Shemp poked him in the eye. Oh, yeah. That's a famous story when they came up with the eye poke.
Oh, really? Yeah. I don't know who won that game. I don't know. I probably Larry if he got poked, so Shem was mad. Somebody asked if Larry's hair is naturally curly. Yeah, it would, like when he would like blow dry it. So Ted Healy saw him coming out like in backstage, vaudeville. He just cleaned up. Larry actually did 3 acts a night. And this is in some of the books, but he would do his straight act, and then he would do an Al Jolson kind of a blackface act, which of course we wouldn't do nowadays. Right. But it was the thing of the thing, back then. And then he would do another act he would frizz his hair out and like do a violin song and dance with his wife and her sisters who were singers. So he had like 3 acts a night. So Larry, when Ted Healy brought him in, he liked the way the frizzy hair looked. So that's how but his day to day when he would walk around was more like that, just kind of slicked back.
Yeah, I got a question.
That's a great picture.
I got a question. I know I haven't been doing this as long as the Stooges, but I sure have been slapped a lot. And my face is soft like a little baby's butt.
Well, let me help you. No, I missed.
Oh!
There it is. Were you asking me to slap you just now?
That's usually how I do things. I just cut in with a little segue and then bing, bing.
And then slap you.
But it is really soft. Can you guys see how soft this is?
Poor Shep took a beating. Dr. Smith X says, reminds me of the reform school. Gary says, yeah, it's great. Didn't Mo think Larry as a young guy wouldn't fit with them at first? Is that true? I don't know if that.
I don't know. I never heard that. I never heard that, but it was. I don't know that Mo had any real choice in the matter because Ted Healy was the one who brought him together. But then when they separated away from Ted, maybe Mo had some misgivings, but it worked.
Somebody asked a good question. Do you have any photos of Larry boxing?
Oh God, I wish I did. I wish I did. No, Kid Roth is what he went by as a boxer.
Kid Roth.
That was his nickname. He has a professional record of 1-0. So and his dad caught wind of him.
Oh, right.
You know the story.
Yeah, right.
So he fought at like 115 pounds. I mean, he was like a jockey. He was so small, right? But yeah, Kid Roth. God, if anybody does have any pictures of that,
we gotta check that down.
Let us know, man. Yeah. We will do whatever it takes to get those.
Boxing was a big Jewish sport in those days, right?
Because it was, it was something that anybody could do. Yeah, you didn't need a lot of equipment. You could train without money, really.
Right.
You eat okay, and you put on some gloves and you hit each other.
Yeah.
So a lot of the poor folk. I mean, Larry's family was middle class, but he just wanted to do something, sporting. He was athletic.
And Shemp loved boxing. In fact, he was at the boxing match the night he died.
He was,
coming back. Yeah. So Trucker Marks, hello guys. I use a Three Stooges joke this week to the girls in the office at work. They looked up a little too sleepy, so I told them, wake up and go to sleep. And it still makes people laugh.
Love it.
It's true.
Great.
Thank you, Brian Nader 88. You're great. One fact that is impressive, whenever the Stooges played instruments, only Larry legitimately played the violin. Well,
and the piano.
He did? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
Larry was actually a really good piano player. So he played both violin and piano.
And he played when Shemp was given the Briley Scrooms, given the singing lesson.
Oh, yeah. He's playing the piano there. Yeah. I do believe Curly played the spoons.
He did.
Curly played the spoons.
He was a percussionist.
Oh,
just like me. I play the drums a little bit. And I play the spoons too.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I play the forks when I eat.
Okay.
Oh, I don't think I'm going to eat again.
Mo, Larry, the frying pan.
Oh, what did you all love about Larry the most? Thank you, Maria 79. Amazing.
Wow. I'll start with that one, and then you guys hit it. I'll say this: is it Maria? Maria. So Larry had, on screen, he had this great persona. He was funny, a comedian, but off screen, like in life, he would walk down the street with his grandkids or his kids or whatever, and he would be so nice to everybody. Legitimately, my dad and aunt would tell me, like, kids would recognize him, and he would let them poke a little bit. He'd take every picture. He'd sign every autograph. He'd go in the candy store and buy everybody whatever they wanted. Just give the guy $100 bill or whatever, And then beyond that, though, is how he treated his wife and his family. He was a family man. There's some nonsense stories out there about him being a woman chaser or whatever. Like, not true. He loved his wife more than anything. He doted on her, lived for her. She wanted ice cream at 2 a.m. He would call the guy, the Handles or whatever down the street and at his home. And the guy would love Larry so much because he's so sweet. He'd meet him at the ice cream shop, open it up at 2 a.m. and he'd bring ice cream to his wife because that's what she wanted.
And he was apparently generous to a fault, like lost a lot of money by loaning it to people who never paid him back.
You asked him for money, he'd give it to you. Yeah, he was a sweet, nice, maybe too nice at times, I reckon, but I don't know who could say that. But it was just like nice, positive, loving, all those words. And that was him. Just nothing mean about any of it. Just a sweet, sweet man.
And I heard he was also, when Curly got sick and Shemp replaced him, he made sure that he was the one who said, we need to give Curly money. We need to make sure.
Equal, yeah, always. Yeah. Yep.
That's why he always begs for money, because he just feels like,
I don't beg.
I won't give you any.
He's not like,
I'll give you whatever you want. I'm like Larry.
I don't beg. Let me have it. Let me have it. Give it to me. Go.
There you go.
Oh, that's starting to sound like Three Stooges live.
This is so fun.
Missing the audio.
It's been too long. It's been so long. We should.
You left what's on the horn, right?
Finally got you out here.
I haven't even left since last week.
No, he's been sitting around waiting.
It's a wait.
Yeah.
Maybe you saw the small video where we said we're sorry. I was wearing a different hat.
Does the deer have when somebody Todd LeBlanc? Larry Fine is in Bakersfield. What does that mean?
Oh, Todd LeBlanc and Pete LeBlanc brothers.
Oh,
those
yeah,
are my buddies.
Guys are the best.
They love Larry. Hey, good to see you, Todd. Thank you.
Does the beer have a little dough? Yeah, $2. Yeah, $2.
I love it.
The Maggie Soul cosplay. Hello. Thank you. Larry was a genuine gentleman and the rarest of the breed. Yeah.
Did Larry do anything outside of the Stooges? I saw that question.
Okay.
No. I mean,
not once they started.
No, well, he did a lot of stand-up or like stage shows on his own before they hired him. He had a violin act, a singing song and dance act with his wife. And she was actually a singer with her sisters, the Haney sisters. I actually have, pictures of a record that they made I don't have the record. I'm trying to find it.
That would have been
But it's the
amazing.
Haney sisters, and it's their two pretty little faces. There was actually 4 of them. They were crazy. I'll tell you some stories about them. So, but nothing after, once they started doing the Stooges, Larry was...
He was
All
the
Stooges.
staple. He lasted the longest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the whole
Right up
time.
until the
Yeah.
end.
That's
Right,
amazing.
1960, right up until Cook's store, I guess.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. They didn't even finish that.
Yeah. Sing a Song of Six Pants was another great episode with Shemp. Larry got to kick a bad guy in the gut, then press his pants.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that reminds me, I love how they pretty much won every fight that they got
Yes.
into. They won every fight.
Sure.
Those guys were, I mean, it's like as a kid, you're like cheering for them as the good guys. And it's like they always won, so you always felt good about it. Those bad guys never got one up on them.
Yeah, that's right.
Accidental, usually. Like when they're swinging around and they're punching each other. And then they'd hit each other. But
They might knock themselves out at the end.
Sure.
But yeah.
they won every fight.
It was such an honor, Maggie Soul Cosplay, to meet Larry's great-grandson.
Who said that?
Oh,
That's
that
sweet.
was Maggie Soul Cosplay.
Oh, it is such. I thought maybe we met before.
Oh,
You want me to kiss him for you?
oh, he'll do it. Poison.
Go ahead.
Ah!
Right in the kiss off.
All right, you got some more fun stuff to show.
Oh, yeah. So
This is neat.
one more piece of Larry had his own stationery, which is a little bit stained, but this you got a little bit of beard in there, didn't you? So Larry's stationery was quite simple. Whoop, let me do it like
I'll
this.
focus that, yeah.
I'll just pull it back here.
Yo,
So I mean, it's his little like it's the violin here, and then the frizzy hair there.
And he designed it, right?
He designed it, and you know we still have some of this in our little desks and stuff laying around with the family.
You
So
do?
I have.
You have more of this?
I mean, I could make more of it, obviously.
Can I make an airplane with
Yeah,
it?
how come, how
This
come-
is original though. This is
Oh.
from Larry. Yeah. This
how
is,
come Shop Knuckleheads doesn't have these on mugs and stuff like that?
I'm thinking about. I just kind of wanted to keep it like something.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah.
Some things are sacred, Andy.
That
You know,
and,
like doing your laundry.
that and my nephew Drew, who does all of our graphics, has been lazy.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. He's
Drew.
True.
Get to work.
Hey, let me show you guys this.
Yes. Oh, yeah, this is good.
This is hilarious. Curly, you ready for this?
Yeah.
I found this from I don't know. Somebody actually sent it to me. It's from 1990. It's some kind of wrestling magazine, or it's a tabloid. But see if you guys can read this.
What does it
Three
say?
Stooges. What does it say?
Nephew
Nephew.
stuns.
Wrestling World.
So this big guy, he went out as on some like wrestling circuit, claiming to be the nephew of Larry, or not Larry, but Curly,
And Mo.
Shemp, and Mo. And so he would do things. I'm not going to read the whole article, but he would go on. This big dude's like 450 pounds. And he'd go on stage and do all the eye pokes and the slaps and just destroy people as the Stooges.
That's kind of
Is
brilliant.
this your cousin?
Yeah.
Hey, wait, let me see.
Wait.
Can I take a slap or a little rip? Wait, he cringed. That ain't my cousin.
No, it couldn't
No,
be.
he didn't even take it from me.
That's
Little G.
hilarious.
So I mean, over the years, this is almost 30-something years old, but it's just funny that this kind of stuff still.
There's a woman who wrote a book, right? Who's the woman who wrote a book claiming to be Curly's daughter?
Oh,
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know her name. That was a falsity or a falsity. It just wasn't true.
Fugazi.
That was a fugazi. She was
falsity.
Italian, maybe.
All right, here we go.
Oh.
So this, and here's the certificate to prove it. We're not going to read that, but this is a legitimate item that I saw at some auction. It was in it. I wish I knew what episode.
We gotta
I
find
think
out.
I know what episode
Really?
it's from,
Okay.
but we will sleuth it. But this is actually a prop from an episode of one of the Three Stooges, and it's got Larry's name etched into it. If you see the back there, here,
Oh, yeah. There you go.
look at that. Look how
Yeah, you
smart.
can see it. It
So you
says
see
Larry
Larry's
on
name
it.
propped in there. Can you see it?
No! No, I can't see. Kurt, I can't see. I can't see. Kurt.
What's the matter?
Kurt, I can't see.
What's the
I
matter?
got my eyes closed. No.
So this glass was it was an actual film used prop from the Stooges, and the certificate backs it up. It's from some Hollywood
Auction.
auction, but it was like from one of their prop houses, and I think it's when they're detectives and they have like a nice desk.
Okay.
Oh God,
And they all got all their names on it.
yeah, I do.
All right, we're
believe-
going to track that down. We're going
Yeah.
to try to figure out where
Yeah.
it belongs.
So
That's pretty neat.
you know.
Because those are rare, right? To have anything from
Oh yeah,
any of the
there's
shorts.
been some stuff out there. Put that in the bag down there and don't take it home.
Yeah, be careful.
There's been some things that people say were from props or from episodes, but
Right.
who knows? Let's see. What do we have? Larry Flynn, greatest straight man of all time. I agree.
I wouldn't call him a straight man, though. He was a comedian. I mean, he was funny.
Yeah.
He might have set Mo up for jokes and Curly up, but they set him up too, right? They're like Laurel and Hardy. I don't feel like there wasn't a straight man. It's not like Abbott and Costello, right?
Right.
With Bud Abbott.
He was the kind of the conscience at times. He was the great reactor.
Yeah, well, that's for sure.
Yeah, he always like in the back, like, oh, really? Curly's getting it right there.
We just talked about it in one of the podcasts, how Larry, if you were to watch like you did, if you watch an episode and then you just focus on each one of them, just focus on Mo,
Right.
just focus on Curly, just focus on Larry. Larry's doing so much stuff that no one really even sees because you're so focused on Curly or Mo, but do that and watch him. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
And that's why he stood the test of time because he's brilliant.
He keeps in there.
Yeah.
Did you guys see Larry?
I just step in it.
Larry's horror stories about the fork and other gross accidents on the set.
What was the fork? I know the pen.
Well, I think that might be what he's talking about, where the pen goes into his head.
You have the picture.
Yeah, here it is. Look at this.
Brad, you brought something for Kurt.
I did?
Yeah.
So this is lenticular 3D motion cards that we sell on Shop Knuckleheads. And there's the pen in the head. That pen really did stick in his head, and that was not chocolate syrup coming down his head.
They pulled it out, and it was gushing blood, right? And Mo punched a prop guy or something.
Yeah, then there was once where Mo was up on the table, and it fell down, and he broke some ribs.
Oh,
really
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of forks, I almost didn't get here.
Why?
Because there was a fork in the road, and I went the wrong way.
I've tried to do something.
Man,
There you go.
we need to get J-Wall back on the set. You're blowing it.
I love this thing.
Wait, are you
I
leaving?
know, that's a good
love
one.
this thing.
Is anyone getting hungry?
Marco, I'm bringing this home.
Well, we I thought you got it.
Well, no, because I brought hors d'oeuvres.
Wait a minute. Where's the cookbook?
Oh, we do have it's here.
Where is it?
It should be up here.
Oh, boy.
Kurt,
Oh,
thank you
not
for being
again.
here and always keeping the store up to date. We love all things Stooges. Long live Stooges.
Well,
It was here.
If we don't have a cookbook, I got it from the cookbook.
Did it fall over?
No.
It's under here. It's right next to you.
Oh.
If it was
If
a snake, it would have bit you.
What a moron. Have you guys ever seen this book?
This is an old Robert Kursan, I believe. Old book, old cookbook. There's only a few of these running around anymore. So Three Stooges cookbook and our favorite recipe, Brad was nice enough to whip up for us for dinner tonight.
Yeah, we're going to eat it together.
Show the folks what
It's
you
a
wrote.
team.
What'd you bring us?
Bologna and whipped cream, everybody.
Whoa.
Oh,
Bologna and whipped cream. My favorite.
oh no. Oh, yes.
Is it too early for me to smash this into his face?
No, go ahead.
No, it is too early. We all have to have one in honor of our fans. They're the best in the world.
I absolutely will not eat that.
What are you talking about? I'll go first.
Okay,
It's
go
got
ahead.
to be delicious.
Yeah,
Wasn't it in the cookbook?
he had that in his fridge during a power outage. He needs help getting that down. There you go.
How is it? Bologna and whipped cream. Oh, boy.
Try one.
You're not going to try one?
Oh, not now.
You're not going to
Really
shove
good.
it in his face?
Oh, maybe later.
It's really good, folks. No wonder they did this.
Oh,
What a
our
great
favorite.
skit.
Almost as good as pancakes and ketchup.
I'll eat one when we're saying goodnight. All right.
If you guys want one, I can FedEx it. It'll be there tomorrow.
So yeah, page 22 of the cookbook.
So, this we're talking about. Oh,
It's good. I don't know what you're talking about. You haven't tried my wife's brisket.
You better watch
don't
that.
try,
It's like a belt.
don't
It's
try
like
it
you're getting
now.
a belt every time I eat it.
Your wife's not a good cook.
No, she's a great cook.
I never heard of bones in toast.
No, because there's no bones in ice cream.
I'm kidding. Brad's wife. That was actually for my wife, but she's probably gonna be here in a minute. So I don't know.
Oh,
We are going to do some, right? We're going to do some cooking together?
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
we
Yeah.
got to do some cooking with you guys.
Yeah. Well, Chandler will have to.
Oh, we'll have to do it at her house.
Yeah, she's
Yes.
got the nice
oh,
new
let's
kitchen.
destroy it.
Yes.
She just got it redone. Let's destroy
I
it.
know. Well, she that was
A while ago.
yeah.
Oh.
Why did you, oh yeah, that was the one. What do you all
Okay,
love
yeah.
about most about Larry? I don't think I finished that. You mentioned it.
Oh, I did. Yeah. So what was your favorite thing about Larry?
You know,
I know John Raines.
oh,
Sorry. He said
what?
no. He said
Oh.
I'm smart for not eating that.
Oh yes. Yeah. It's first of all the cheapest bologna you could get, and it's whipped topping. It doesn't even say whipped cream.
But it's ultra pasteurized.
Things haven't panned out for me lately. And first of all, that was Oscar Mayer.
Things haven't
Oh,
what?
can I say that?
Things
They haven't
haven't what?
panned out lately. Oh!
It's a good Passover dinner.
This is so fun. Hitting him.
Oh, it's the best.
Oh,
That's why Dermot.
he needs an Anna
Oh,
Panacana
yeah, I
salad.
gotta put that.
Oh!
There you go.
Thanks, fellas.
So
You know-
your favorite Larry thing?
You know, there's so many things to say about Larry lately. I've been watching him more and more and focusing on him more and more, especially since he's really hard. Like playing Curly and Dermot playing Mo, he's really hard to get someone playing. I'm not insulting you, Brad. You're good.
It's amazing that you do it.
I'm
I
just
love
saying.
Hit him with the mallet.
You told me to hit him with the mouse.
No, hit him.
Him.
Oh. Oh.
I got confused.
But
Hey, Mo, why you always got to hit me?
when we were starting to do the live show, I just realized how important Larry was. And I remember when the movie was coming out and Sean Penn was going to play Larry. And I had seen Sean Penn in Carlito's Way, where he's basically Larry.
Yeah, he was.
And I was like, he's going to transform into Larry.
Yeah.
And then he didn't do it. And, you know, Sean Hayes did his thing, but I'm like, he wasn't Larry.
Right.
You know, and I pulled out this watch because I wanted to show you. I bought this at one of the Stooge shows at the LX Theater.
Okay.
And I was wondering why I bought Larry. Like, I'm a curly guy.
Right.
You know, it's like, and I grew up, and I used to have, I don't know if you can see him back here, one of the dolls, the Spunko dolls,
Oh, yeah.
right behind your head, right? Larry, I got Larry when they first came out. And I kept Larry with me and I would travel with him. And I drove across country with some friends and I brought Larry with me. And why did I buy a Larry watch and why did I carry the Larry doll? And I figured out like this weird subconscious thing that like the world to me was Mo, just beating the heck out of me.
Right.
And I was Curly, you know, getting
beat.
just like this innocent idiot, you know,
Right.
getting beat. And I needed a Larry
Right.
to just go through the world with, you know, and like,
and that makes sense.
sympathize.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know. There's something about Larry he's just super funny. And as much as I love the old shorts, the original, the Molar and Curly shorts, the more they went on, the more Larry seemed to have more to do. Right. And really he carried the act in a lot of ways.
Mhm,
And he just gets funnier and funnier. And I mentioned this, I think maybe in the podcast or on one of these lives, looking at him in all the old comic books and the record record covers, the record albums.
Yeah, the faces,
his
amazing.
face, he outmugs all of them.
Yeah.
He just,
Yeah.
And I was just like, wow, he goes after it.
Yeah.
And that's what I just love about him. He's 110%. Okay, okay. He's joking. Okay, what do we got? We got some people. We got
somebody said it's their birthday.
We got a birthday. My most memorable moment is when he joined the Woman Haters Club. First Columbia short, right?
Yeah,
He was the lead.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was the lead in that one, and then the Cuckoo on the Choo Choo,
Yes.
where he's
which
like
is-
a not James Dean. Who's the other?
No,
top
it's
guy?
a Brando.
Marlon Brando thing with the T-shirt and everything.
Thank you for the birthday last before my birthday. It's an awesome pre-birthday gift. What do you got?
Look at. This is
Woo!
for you.
Happy birthday!
Sassy baby.
Happy birthday.
We
Baked you a birthday cake. If you get a tummy ache and you moan and groan and groan, don't forget we told you so. Happy birthday.
Now, Brad, you playing Larry. What's it? This is real quick. Kurt, I asked Brad the same question. If you could meet your grandfather, Larry, what would you talk to him about? That's a good question.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, right off the top of my head, it obviously I would want to know about the family, you know, more about his wife, Mabel, because she passed away quite a few years before him. So I would want to know more about her and kind of where he came from, how he grew up, like what was it like in Philadelphia in the early 1900s, you know, maybe a little bit about the boxing stuff.
Family stuff.
I would want to know about his early life, you know, his childhood, what made him want to be on stage entertaining, like what led to that. And you gotta have a certain kind of upbringing, I think, to get into that. So that's definitely what I would ask him. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
And so, Brad, your favorite Larry, and like playing Larry, and then we got to talk about what you think about Brad's Larry. Consider
Yeah, so
Well, we talk about that in the podcast.
Oh, that's right, we did.
So
yeah.
Larry, there again, not everyone was focusing on him, but if you do, you see how he's active doing something or he's doing nothing, but he's so funny. But I like the fact that he was, out of all of them, he was the womanizer.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was always going after the dolls. I know Curly had his, he liked them too, but
Yeah.
Larry was great at it. And me being a womanizer,
Hey-o.
wait,
Oh.
Mrs. G ain't watching it, she? Not anymore.
We'll edit that out.
Mrs. G.
Yeah, not since I said I don't.
This is probably not working anyway.
But yeah, I just everything about Larry and the fact that he is the resin and those guys are the hardener and he made the epoxy, he made them stick together. I love everything about him.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy, there again, I'll just briefly talk about, because we did talk about this in the podcast, but the fact that we have such a brilliant Mo, Chris, and such a brilliant Curly Andy, the fact that I can just step in and let them do their thing and be the Three Stooges, it's a blessing and it's an honor. And I'm so honored to have you here today. And I was so honored to meet your father as well. So I love you.
Thank you. No, we love Brad for doing this. I mean, I touch on it. Well, we talk about it a lot in the podcast, so I won't go too into it now. Right. But at the end of the day, the fact that our family and his family are interlinked to begin with, and for him to step out of the Curly G role, he is Curly embodied. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
But for him to like step out of that to keep the act going for us and to do Larry, it means the world to us. Oh. No, it's amazing. So thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Success.
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 Success. Success.
Enough.
Take two.
All right. Oh, we got more. We got more. Kurt, I asked Brad the same. We got that one.
Thank you.
How did the name Porcupine come to be? Oh, that's just.
I think it's the hair.
Yeah.
It's just the hair thing.
Mo's just great at the insults. And,
king of the insults. Yeah. So that was, well, I can't think of any insults right now that I would like to say, but yeah, it was an insult and it stuck. So it kind of became a catchphrase.
I mean, Mo was so good at them.
Yeah,
he was so good. Any Larry bar mitzvah photos?
Oh no,
That's
God!
a good question.
Yeah,
really?
Maybe somebody in the family has some somewhere. I'll ask.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. There's.
We gotta consolidate and like get those scanned and stuff for you.
Ken Schechter, that's my buddy.
Hiya, Ken. Hiya, Ken. Face.
What'd you say?
Ken, I think you'd have known if I had those by now.
Spread out. All right, you got more. We got
okay.
More.
Oh, let's do some of these 8x10s. Let's look at some of this 8x10 stuff. These are cool things. So here was, they did the Snow White.
Yeah.
And it was with Curly Joe. And we don't talk enough about Curly Joe. Nobody talks about Curly Joe, really.
Right.
But this is a cool 8x10 I have. And it's got the autographs of the Three Stooges and Carol Hess was her name. She was like a world-class ice skater. And this actually hung in Larry's house or his motion picture home. And on the back.
He wrote on the back? That's him?
Yeah, it's in pencil. It's very, very faint right here. But he would write notes on the back of these 8x10s. And we have a bunch of them.
Oh,
so
cool.
it's kind of cool that he had that one. And then let me see something here.
Oh, sorry, I got faint.
Oh,
it's okay.
I was going to hit you with a frank. So here's another one that was Larry's. That was on as well.
That's Larry's writing in the back, right?
Yeah. So it's Larry, Mo, Ted Healy, Freddie Sanborn, Soup to Nuts, Fox Studios 1930, which was, I think, the first.
That was their first one. Yep.
First thing
how young they are.
So very young, Soup to Nuts. So here they are with Ted and Sanborn. And then on the back here, you can see Larry kind of printed on there with pencil. Maybe you can't, but it's there.
Oh, yeah.
So Fred Sanborn. So that was something from Larry's actual wall.
That's pretty cool. Hold on, we got a question. I had read in Bradley's Groom, the lady that slapped Larry was his niece.
And Bradley's Groom?
Yeah. The possible? No?
No. She was the only family members that I know of that were in actual episodes is Phyllis and Joni were playing hopscotch.
Right.
In that, and what episode is that? We all know it.
Oh, yeah, we all know it.
There's only 190 to pick from.
Yeah, but it's one of the early ones. I can't believe we can't think of it.
Not Hoi Polloi.
They'll know.
No.
Look
Yeah.
at them. They'll know.
Guys, which one was Joni in?
They're hopscotch.
Joan and Phyllis are playing hopscotch on the outside. So that
They're being is it the art one?
Look,
Pop goes the easel. Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
that
it.
one. Thank you, Kelly.
Kelly, thank you. So let's talk about Besser for a second because somebody said Besser and Larry are buried in the same cemetery. So here's just
is that true?
Right here in Glendale.
You take a ride with us next week?
I'll go.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to commit to that because next week is pretty busy, but we'll go soon.
All right, we're going soon.
Yeah. So here's
That's
a cool
Besser.
8x10 of Besser, with the trunk and everything like that. It was on Larry's wall, so I figured, he must have cared about it. So they were buddies with it. Here, you can look at that.
Yeah.
And then I have a few. I'm going to give you this one, Curly
man.
G.
That's a good one.
What?
So out of character Curly pictures are cool.
Yeah.
It's just different. You know what I mean? So here's one where he's just kind of a straight face, almost could play like a bad guy in a movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
You keep that for your wall of fame.
Oh.
That goes on your wall.
Thank you.
We gotta take the same picture.
So let's talk about Emil Sitka.
Oh, right.
So Emil Sitka was, sort of the fourth Stooge, right?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Excuse me. And his son Saxon is a big supporter of the of us and goes to everything that's around LA. Great guy. Yeah. So Emil was, for 30 years plus, he was in the shorts and then all the way through when they did their feature films.
His first movie was Curly's Last.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they only did one.
Yeah, he did one.
Right.
I don't think they met on it, but he
No.
was in it.
Yes.
And then he went right through. In fact, when Larry had his stroke, Mo was going to replace Larry with Sitka, right? As Harry, Larry's brother.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And got Larry's approval, of course.
So I brought a bunch of Shemp stuff, but since Chandler's not here, we're going to save that for next time.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, some cool stuff
Yeah,
for
good
Chandler.
idea.
We'll do that. We'll do that.
Whoa!
What are you reading there?
Oh, it's an American mythology production comic book. These guys are the best. Have you guys got these? Do you know where to get these? You get them at Shark Knuckleheads, right?
Some, yeah.
These are the best. I love these comics. Oh gosh! Whoa! Okay, maybe it's not worth reading those.
It's a good book. It's a good comic book. So I'm going to take this opportunity now.
Yes, you
To
should.
talk about my grandfather, Don Lamond. Larry's the great grandpa. So Don Lamond was
His
Larry's
son-in-law.
son-in-law. And he was a TV personality. He was in Outlaws Is Coming as Rance Rodin. Great bad guy.
Were they married when he was in that?
Oh, yeah.
So he came in as Larry's.
Larry helped him.
Okay.
Larry helped him get some big, some.
I didn't know if they had met.
He
on
was a
that.
radio DJ and stuff like that. And then when he married Phyllis, Larry helped him get some. So he's in all the features pretty much as either a voiceover or an actor.
Right.
But I just want to show he was a good looking guy. So this is my grandpa Don Lamond, my brother.
That's
came
where
after
you're
him.
getting it from.
That's what I want to talk about. What happened? What kind of genetics?
Oh, it skips.
So we got
You got
Larry's
It
super
skips
cool.
like 500 years.
So I didn't get that.
You didn't get this.
I didn't get this. I got this.
Yul Brynner.
Yeah, I got Yul Brynner.
You got curly.
Yeah, he's a great
You
actor.
got the curly hair.
You know what's funny is when I was like maybe 5, 4, like young. I want to say really young because it sounds stupid. But I mean, my mom and dad, Larry is your great grandpa, whatever. But I got confused, and to me, Curly was Larry.
Oh, really? Yeah. Because right.
Because Curly had the curly. I mean, Larry
Yeah,
had the
the
curly
curly
hair, so
hair.
I thought Curly was Larry,
Right.
And Larry was Curly. So I was like, I'm related to the big guy.
We're brothers.
You resemble that remark.
Hey.
Kurt, did you inherit any of your grandfather's talents? Do you play the violin?
Oh no. You know what's funny?
He can't even play the radio.
Right. I can't carry a tune in a bucket. I think I'm funny.
Oh, you're very funny.
So I do like,
yeah.
and
You do have that.
I don't have the musical abilities whatsoever. Zero musical ability. I appreciate it. My kids have it. My daughter's a great musician. She can play things by ear, but they probably got that from their mom. She does too. But I always want to be funny in every scenario, and it gets me in trouble sometimes. I'll tell you that right now. Like work stuff, whatever I'm doing. Like it's just I have this like need to be funny.
Yeah.
And I think I inherited that. From
Yeah, he's funny, all right.
Yeah, you too.
Huh?
I showered today.
No, you smell great.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you use both nostrils.
Uh-oh. We broke something.
Somebody says the name of the dentist I go to is Pain and Pain. That's pretty funny.
No way.
And they are Stooges fans. I could send you their card for their practice. I just need an email address. Send it to Curly G. Curly,
Yeah.
Your Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will send your dentist some stuff.
Oh, that'd be great.
Because we have the Mo Pain
Maybe we'll
dentistry.
call on them.
What's that?
Well, maybe we'll just call on them. We'll just show
Pain
up.
and
as the
Pain.
Stooges.
Yeah, where are
Deborah, where are they? Because we will go.
Yeah, that'd be. Oh, if they're in LA, we'll go.
Because,
We'll go
Yeah.
with
because
character.
we're doing a dentist bit for
Yeah.
us to
Oh
show.
yeah, we are.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
we do a little.
Oh,
do a
if they're
pop for
Stooge
them.
fans?
Put their names.
Yeah, we need info.
You smell funny. Thank you, Dr. Smith.
You should be in a Reese Stooges called the Grand Stooges to keep their legacy going.
That was something that was actually kicked around years back.
Was it?
Yeah, to do a reality show called The Grand Stooges, or to
Yeah.
I think you should call it Family of Stooges.
or they were talking about like trying to recast the Stooges, but using us as like the judges. So there's
Oh.
been stuff over the years.
That's a great idea.
None of it's really panned out, but now we have
I mean,
a producer, we have a
huh?
Curly.
Yeah, we got things happening.
Yeah, and I actually own the rights to that name. Do you know that I patented the Curly's?
Oh, you
Grand
do the
Stooges?
Grand Stooges?
Oh yeah, I do. Finally!
Yeah, take that,
Success!
somebody.
The dentist is in Florida.
Oh, we love Florida.
All right, we'll have to fly out there.
I was just there.
So how could we email us? Go to Shop Knuckleheads, Deborah, and email me info. You'll see it. Just
Info
go
at
to Shop
Shop
Knuckleheads.
Knuckleheads.
Send an email from the website, and I'll send your dentist some funny stuff.
We'll send
Yeah,
stuff
you
too.
can just send something in code, like on dental floss.
I
Just
would
send
like-
us some used dental floss.
One of Andy's art on my wall. Thank you, Matthew. I might
Oh.
do a live painting tomorrow.
This guy's
You
amazing.
are?
Thank you.
This guy's amazing.
Thank you.
He is
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to commission him myself.
Let's do it.
Mrs. Budnick was a nice lady, from what I can remember. Oh, thank you, Checker Champ. That she was, in fact.
Oh, look, we got to dedicate this to the late Gareth Morgan.
Gareth Morgan.
Gareth, you're always late. Why you always late? Next time, be on time.
Spread out. Mm-hmm.
Andy, you are better curly than Will Sasso. Why do you think?
Oh, that's nice.
NGS, can you guys reenact the opening bit from Disorder to Court? What's the idea of spoiling a game? I was for onesies.
Oh, the dice.
Well, here's for twosies. He got onesies and he has fivesies.
Yeah. That's a lot of.
Yeah, we'd have to practice
Get
that.
your red hots.
NGS, we'll work on that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
we
a
should
great
work on
one.
that.
Well, that's
Yeah.
twosies.
No.
That's onesies.
No.
And you guys can slap me for fivesies.
No.
Yeah, okay. There.
No.
How was that,
Oh,
NGS?
it's a big chorus.
Oh, jeez. I almost said something else. I kind of like the way that hammered my brain a little bit. I need that.
Andy, I can't stop. Andy, I
I
can't
need the
stop.
mallet.
Andy, I can't stop. Ow.
There we go. I have to keep hitting until the bell rings. You realize that, right?
That's the 15th round.
I got to get a
Championship
foot
is
pad
over.
for all different kinds of sound effects.
We need a sound guy behind us just doing the
We
whole
do need that. Well, that's what's funny about when we were doing the live show. That was the one thing I was always so adamant about. It's like we need the effects to work because to me,
Fourth Stooge.
the effects were the fourth Stooge.
Yeah,
right?
oh, absolutely.
And it's really difficult. And that's what it's when you watch the Stooges when they're not in the Columbias and they don't have those sound effects.
Oh, yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, it doesn't work.
No, it's not as when you really see them slap each other, but you don't hear that slap.
yeah.
You're like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Hey, fellas.
You guys-
You actually
No,
do a
wait.
movie based on Curly G and him finding out his Stooge related and make a comedy out of it. Yeah, we got a lot of ideas like that tossing
I've
around.
noticed a lot. Like when I
Something's
go
gonna
to talk, and then they start reading and interrupting me.
Brad, what
And
you got
you
here?
know, it's a little. It makes
Hey,
me
Brad's
feel a
here,
little-
ladies and-
You get here,
it's a
Brad.
little-
Everybody get Curly G.
I get a little.
Wow.
A little love from you and me and you. I love you so. That's why I don't sing. And sometimes I get a headache, folks. And when I do, I like to get bare.
Bear. It's medicine. Talking about
No,
the
I
aspirin?
take my clothes off.
Wrong medicine. Oh, God, this is fun.
Please put Kurt as Larry and Brad as Shemp.
Hmm.
I've asked Kurt to be Larry before
Yeah.
Curly did. He'd have to shave his beard. He's worried about your skin color, and I think you're fine.
Well, it's not the. It's
You got great skin
I look,
color.
You're too olivey.
I look mean. Like, I could probably do Mo, but I can't. Like, Chris is amazing.
Yeah, we got him all.
No, you can do
I
blue
just-
stuff.
Bust off.
No, I could do boost.
Bust off.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great idea. That mallet really gets around.
I mean, I got
Yeah,
the
we like
blurry
the
nose, but that's kind of where it ends for me.
You do the voice though. The voice is really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm impressed. Oh, what do we got?
I'm smelling a candle.
Hey, look, I'm the lead singer from the Scorpions.
Yeah.
That's for
so
all you newbies.
One of the things
80s.
you brought, I don't know if these are still for sale, but these
Oh, they are.
They are okay.
Yeah.
So
I
this
love
is
them too.
this is yeah. And I want to open. Let's open one live.
All right.
So this is a package. Kurt brought us some fun stuff, and I just kind of want to see what cards are.
The
in
Three Stooges trading cards. There was like 10 series.
Right.
Richard Parks did. He's amazing.
Yeah.
And the first three,
Well,
one,
this
two,
is series
three.
one.
Yeah, this is series one.
Is there bubble gum?
No gum.
Okay.
No. You can chew on the wrapper though.
No.
Here, chew on it.
There you go.
Hello from Wisconsin. Ah!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Curly G. You know, here's the thing I keep telling him.
It's
he's,
Curly.
He's like this when he's not on camera.
oh, no, give me the mallet.
Quick. No, you need the frying
Oh,
pan.
the frying pan.
I already got rid of it, fellas, but that felt good. I feel like
Oh, so look, we got a Shemp. Oh,
All right.
Chandler, you're not getting this because you
Oh,
didn't show up.
it's a gold frame.
That's a
ship.
good one.
Yeah. That's
Oh.
a special one.
It looks
Oh,
a
yeah.
nice.
I'm keeping that.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like a
Ooh,
hologram.
Stooge gals. This is
Stooge
from Men
gals.
in Black.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Right?
kid. Is it ladies?
And then we got
Dang.
another Stooge gals.
All right. So
This
subset
is-
within there.
Oh yeah, here we
Oh,
go.
I
This is
love
Pauline
other
Hyde.
women.
The only short film she was in was Pardon My Scotch.
Yes, Brian. That is anesthetic.
And a stand-up pedestal.
Hey.
Oily to bed, oily to rise. Oh, I
Mhm.
gotta read the back of these. These are good.
Yeah, we'll keep those.
My favorites, of course, are the original 1959, the colored ones. The
Oh yeah.
You guys
Well,
reprinted them, right? There was
a reprint of the 59 series. Those are very expensive. If you have
The
those,
reprints
ladies
are?
and gentlemen, no, the originals. Well,
original?
the
Yeah,
reprints
yeah.
are pretty cool too.
yeah.
But if you have some of those originals, you know, keep them in a shoebox, but put them in a
Yeah.
sleeve. Yeah, there's a
So
good
don't
market
put
for
polish
those.
Oh, yeah,
in
these
the
are great.
shoebox.
Slippery soaps.
Nah, not good for
And
them.
half-shot
I
shooter.
tried.
Fun
Oh,
stuff.
here's a drawing of Ted Healy.
Ted Healy, yeah.
Oh,
Nice artist.
we don't want to slap Ted Healy because he wasn't too nice to the boys.
I don't know how true it is.
No, I think it's true. When I say things are true, they're true. What do you think, folks?
You know what I found out? After we left Curly, we went to go see Curly's cemetery in Shemps. Ted Healy was buried across the
You
way.
mean I could have
You could have
paid
went
my
and-
respects? You know what? I gotta give him this. He really could handle his liquor. I mean, he handled it a lot, like every day. I respect that. Hey, put him back in the wrapper.
No, thank you.
What are you
Oh,
sure?
No,
Okay,
throw
we'll
that
cook
out.
that.
Wait,
Yeah,
no.
put
Wait,
it
we
in,
can
yeah.
sell this. Curly's DNA. No, things aren't going too good. Highest bidder, ladies. My DNA.
We could bring
You
Larry's
can make
hair.
all Curly G babies.
Yeah,
So
we could
we
redo
have
Larry.
Larry's hair and
Curly
Curly.
G's.
Hey, we could find some weird science. Yep. We could put these things in a lab. We'll put the Larry hair in there, and we'll make
See what
something out of it.
happens. If Brad says it's true, it's true. He says Curly's DNA $50. Right here, 60.
Recordology has a 59 Fleer card. Hold on to that thing.
Yeah.
Well, Mustang, I have a couple dozen of those. 59
Oh, we got
Fleer
another
cards.
person. It would be interesting to see Curtis Larry and Brad is Shemp.
Oh boy,
Fuzzy Jones, $3 for Curly G's
$3.
DNA.
Fuzzy, you could
$2.99
have given
too
him
much.
$3.50.
Hi, Michael.
Thanks, Michael.
Yeah, you could clone any of those army of knuckleheads. That would be fun.
Oh yeah,
Army of them.
that might be.
That would have been a good short.
Maybe
That would have been a good
well,
short.
Maybe we do something new.
We should do something. This
Most
guy, so what is the
most
future
got
of the Stooges?
Well, you know, the Stooges are hopefully going to be out more on streaming things and stuff like that. We're trying to get. I don't want to say anything until it's something, but you'll see more Stooges classic brand.
Classic.
out there.
Okay.
And then we have some projects, you know, maybe within the 6 months to 2 years, some new film
stuff.
projects, maybe some animated projects. There's a lot of things that are being done. We have some really good talent, some people that want to bring the Stooges back, you know, and not replace them. Not
You can't replace.
We
them.
understand,
Yeah.
you know, the evergreen is going to stay what it is, but with as much possible respect as possible, we're going to do some more new
Good.
content. That's the idea.
They seem to really like it. Like,
Well, what you guys are doing it's amazing.
well, it's
amazing.
funny too because I thought we were going to get crucified.
No, I know.
Right?
Yeah,
And you go on TikTok and Instagram
Mhm.
and YouTube and they love it. I
Mhm.
mean, we got
Yeah.
one with 2 million views on TikTok with
Yeah.
like hundreds of thousands
Because
of
we
likes.
pay tribute.
There's
We're
an
trying to be them.
appreciation. It's an appreciation.
It
you
is.
know? Yeah.
It really
We
is.
pay homage.
And
Yeah.
Chris Diamantopoulos, the guy who played Mo in the 2012 movie, at the convention and in interviews, he would always mention, like, we're not replacing them.
Right.
We're paying homage. And he said, even the Stooges himself, he's like, we're not creating a slapstick thing. He would go in and talk about how it's farce. How
Yeah.
even Mo himself was said, what we're doing is farce. So he kind of took that mantle and said, we're doing kind of a farce of the farce.
Yeah, right.
Which was, I thought was like, yeah, that's a good way of putting it, you know?
And he was amazing.
He was perfect.
He was amazing.
He,
Yeah,
he
was.
lived in Mo's same apartment building when he first moved to LA from Toronto.
Wow.
He moved to Toronto, didn't know it. He moved into an apartment building and they said Mo lived here when he first came to LA. It was, I don't think it was the exact same apartment,
Oh,
but it was
okay.
the
Still.
same. It was like 3 doors away. It was something very eerie. So he
That's
was just kind of
amazing.
meant to be.
You know what's eerie? Is that you said
My ear.
evergreen? You said evergreen
Eerie.
earlier.
Oh, oh.
No. And when you said evergreen, I was like,
Brianator, thank you. Keep it up.
One
Curly, you
love
highlighted
that
Grant.
shared by two.
So you got more stuff. You got a lot more stuff.
More
Not a
stuff.
lot more. So here's one cool thing that actually we have
Oh.
I bought this recently because I saw it and I leave it in the plastic. But it's a stamp set from the, you know, like the 60s as a toy thing that you could buy when you were a kid. Three Stooges stamp set. But what was cool about this wasn't actually Larry's.
Right.
But he used these all the time in his letters with fans and on the back of some of these 8x10s that I have. Not here with me today. I should
They're
bring some.
stamped on it.
He stamped all over them. So
Yeah.
so I thought that was kind of cool that, you know, yeah, it's a neat old school toy and I bought it for a decent amount of money, but I wanted to keep it in the collection just because I know Larry appreciated it.
Yeah.
And he kind of played with it, for lack of a better term, you know, like not this one, but so I thought that's a cool thing. If anybody sees those out there, let me know. Maybe I'll buy another one.
I'm going to try to pick one up too after, because I saw this recently too, where I saw a letter and the Larry was stamped on it. And I was like, where
Oh,
did
yeah,
this come from?
yeah,
Where did this
yeah,
happen? And it was
yeah.
Trent Reeve, of course, who knows
Trent-
everything about everything.
Thank you.
It was
Trent,
like, oh,
for all you do.
that's from the stamp set. And I was like, oh.
Yep.
Now the problem is I got to get two because, you know, I got to keep one in the package.
Oh yeah.
But then I want to actually use one.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, off camera, this guy has we don't need to go there today.
These guys have seen it.
Yeah.
We
Just an
showed
amazing
up.
collection.
Thank you.
We share with those, and a lot of it we got from them or because of them.
But
Pete LeBlanc.
Pete, you know,
Oh,
I don't know if I can reach Pete. You're like 6'6".
Oh, is he? Oh yeah, Pete's huge.
He's a heck of a guy.
Which one of you boys will throw a pie at me? We'll all throw a pie at you.
Yeah.
All right. We'll
Not
all
just
throw
for
a
us.
pie at you,
For
Pete.
duty and humanity.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys know how sometimes Andy doesn't pay his internet bill and things don't pan out? So just in case he pays the internet so he doesn't pay the electricity, we got a Three Stooges candle.
Oh yeah,
Right
so
here,
tell
right?
us about the candle.
Three Stooges candle.
There's
Tell him.
not much to say. It's just kind of a fun little thing. It's on threeshopknuckleheads.com. Smells like cinnamon, kind of. It's not bad.
Smells like porcupine. That actually smells good.
Yeah, it's Munster cheese or.
No, it's Limburger.
Limburger.
We
should do that.
You should do a Limburger.
A Limburger
Yeah.
candle. Oh yeah, send it to people. Yeah. So this and we have so much. I mean, we have like Three Stooges
Yeah,
socks.
this is great. So he brought us socks.
Those
Yeah.
aren't stinky socks.
I brought some.
Mine taste like fish.
I brought them for Andy to wear.
I'm gonna wear them.
So
Well,
you
see,
can
that's
get-
the thing. You know I will.
Yeah, socks, T-shirts, all kinds of fun
What's
stuff.
your favorite thing, and how do you guys decide what kind of merch? Because they had stuff growing up, but there was never enough. I feel like there was just never enough.
Well, we have a lot now. I mean, I love wearing my hoodies and stuff when I go out. Like I'll go to Disneyland or whatever, and I'll wear the Stooge hoodie. And you better be ready for a little bit of conversation.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. Like you wear this shirt out,
Yes.
and people are gonna stop you, and that's what I love about it. You know, like it brings, and it's a fun, pleasant, happy conversation. It's nothing negative.
Oh, and then you have the added.
Extra large.
Oh, yeah.
Everything. I like the
Well, so
coffee
you have the added bonus when somebody stops you for your stuff. You're like, oh, by the way, he was my great grandfather.
Yeah, but they don't
I
get
mean,
the
that's
they don't get the discount code that they get.
It takes me all of 30 seconds to get into that.
Wait, this is kind of amazing.
Stooge monkeys.
You put these little things in water and they turn into stooge monkeys.
I think
Remember
that's what
that?
happened here.
Yeah, I think so too.
Who sprayed water on us?
Oh.
We do that every time Brad goes out. I'm always
What are you
like,
calling them? Monkey?
so whoever I go, you like the Three Stooges?
Oh yeah.
I mean, we've gotten free food, free dessert,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like people love it. So over the weekend, my movie screened at the Sun Valley, Idaho Film Festival.
Here we
right?
go. Beautiful.
And again, check IMDb for Surrounded.
Surrounded.
And
I saw a clip of it.
I did.
cannot
Oh yeah, I did. I
wait
showed him the
to
trailer.
see the
Yeah.
whole movie. Yes.
But you know, you can look by the IMDb. You can tell there's some secret Three Stooges references.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
in a very serious movie, you know.
very serious.
They haven't even found out yet.
But so I was going up and it's very cold up there. And I'm coming from LA and I didn't really have any clothes to go into the cold. And Brad leaves his leather Three Stooges jacket here.
That Robertino gave me.
Yeah.
Thank you, Robertino.
So I took it, all right, and I wore it up there, and I was below. Thank goodness I had witnesses because my friends who were with me couldn't believe it. Everybody stopped me.
That's crazy.
Everybody stopped me.
Yeah.
And just like, oh, your jacket, I love the Three Stooges. And more women than you would think, right? Like younger women,
yeah.
they love the Stooges.
Yeah.
Brad loves
no, that was my jacket. I could have had the young women.
We had this. I should post this. We had a bellhop come up, and he was like, "Oh my god!" And he's like, looks around, he's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa," and he starts doing a curly
I love it.
impersonation.
Oh,
and-
yeah, I saw that.
yeah,
That was
I
great.
seen the video,
How many
yeah.
times have you been slapped or poked without warning? It happens all too often.
Not that often.
No.
It's actually the opposite. I'm usually about to get hit or kicked out, and someone goes, "No, that's Curly's grandson," and then they.
Oh,
yeah, I
stop.
bet that's gotten you out of a lot of trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
bet it
Maybe
has.
too many times.
I got hit a few times just out of the blue.
Oh,
Larry, then they slap him. I'm like, well, I wasn't ready for that.
Yeah.
But that's how Houdini died, I think.
He
Wow.
did punch in the gut, right?
He wasn't ready for it. Yeah. Actually,
which,
you're
by the way-
related to Houdini.
And yeah,
Yeah.
Houdini. Mo's wife, Helen, was cousins with Houdini.
Right. So you're not directly related, but in your family.
Well,
It's a
that
Howard.
would be his
They're
great
Howard.
grandmother. No, yeah, you're right.
it's
you're
on
not.
Helen's side.
'Cause
But it's by marriage, but
That's
still.
Mo's. Right.
Oh wait, so you
That's-
can disconnect between your marriage and your real family?
I was so.
I never
was,
knew that. Well, that gives me. A
I was
little
thinking Mo was your
power.
grandfather, but he's not.
Uncle.
Yeah,
Uncle
he's
Mo.
a
Do you
great.
guys know? Did you see Mrs. G? You guys know I love Mrs.
Woo,
G.
woo, woo.
I did it for a comedy martial arts school showing different styles. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen some skits like that.
Jerry Lou
Shane-
did one.
Yeah, Jerry
Right?
Lou,
If
yeah.
you look
Oh,
at
yeah.
Jerry Lou Three Stooges,
Yeah.
yeah, he's got
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's
where
got
is
one
that
of those
guy?
up there.
And there's an idea for a movie with Stooges in kind of a CIA world, and we'll see how that goes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
got that figured out.
Yeah.
I have an idea for that.
Oh, so do I. I have a part for me.
So somebody says, "Where did you get the hat?" You talking about this one or that one? Whose hat?
Who's
Oh,
that?
by the way, we had another hat.
These are old. Yeah,
Yes.
these aren't being made anymore. That's a
This is a good
collector's
one.
item. Yeah.
This is a real good one.
Maybe I can replicate that.
You should.
Yeah.
Robertino gave me this one, and then we got this one for Brad's show.
How about this one?
That Brad's
this
on.
is
Oh
one
yeah, that's
long
my
Stooge.
derby. Woo, 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 woo.
Oh, machine
Hey, that's
gun.
right. It works because you got the bald head.
Yeah, it sounds right. I like doing that.
Oh. So here's another little fun thing you gave us.
Oh, a little wallet.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna use this. Gents without sense.
RFID, gents without sense. There's the joke.
Yeah.
There's a million.
Wait, but Andy doesn't have any money.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
take
where's
it.
the money? There was
Every wallet, I put a little Three Stooges $1 million bill in there now just for fun.
Not this one.
no. He gave us some.
We spent it last week
Oh, yeah.
on Brighto.
Oh yeah, Brighto.
Brighto.
Woo, woo, woo. And then we knocked all the cards over. So this was for Chandler originally, right? You brought this?
And we're gonna give it to her if she
Yeah,
ever
that's
shows
for
back
next
up.
Yeah, if
show.
that shows up.
Yeah.
Oh, we should let the fans see it now.
Yeah,
That's Jim.
this might never leave my house.
That's
I
handsome.
have another one.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He's so handsome.
Yeah, we need another
He
one.
looks like my brother Darren, right?
Darren should play Jim.
And then this is fun because this is stuff we got to do in the future.
Oh, not another board game.
No, it's a.
They know how I like.
Oh,
board
we
games.
gotta play the game with Kurt.
Oh,
We
Shoot
yeah.
your
gotta play the
ladders?
game with Kurt. No, the
It's like
Stooges
Shoot your
game.
ladders.
Yeah.
Did
You get here
Did
and
you
they
see
go-
that one?
I didn't watch that, but I know
Oh.
I heard about
Yeah,
it.
you don't want to watch that.
So this trivia thing. So this my
Is that
dad.
still available?
It's not. It's
Ah.
not. We ran out of them. They stopped making them. We have a couple left, but my dad wrote every question
What?
He did.
for this.
That's
that was,
amazing.
Yeah, and there's like 600 or something in here.
What?
Let's do some. Let me test you guys.
Yeah, let's do it. In the meantime, real quick, Kurt and Curly G. Who would you recast as the voiceovers for Robotic Stooges?
Oh yeah.
One idea: J.K. Simmons would voice Agent. Oh. Well, he'd be great.
Well, he'd be great, but I mean, the easy answer for Larry is Billy West.
Oh, of course.
Ren
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Stimpy.
yeah.
He's the best Larry voice of all time outside of Larry. He's pretty old now.
He
Sorry.
can
No,
still
he
do the
just did
voice.
a cameo. I got him to do a
Oh,
cameo
he
for your
did.
birthday.
He
He's
had
still
a
going on.
cameo
So-
to do one for me as Larry, and
That's
it was
awesome.
great.
Yeah,
So
it was
Billy
really good.
West-
Still has it.
What about Curly?
Really? Well,
I think
I
it
don't
should be
know.
Curly.
I think he's right
Yeah, I
here.
think it should be
I'm
Curly.
not
too.
We're
a senior
here.
citizen yet.
Yeah,
Either one of these guys.
Somebody had a good question, but I lost it. Sorry, guys.
Who can read that?
I know. Oh, somebody says the Shemp doll looks like Darren Server.
yes.
Yeah,
My
he does
brother, I
actually.
love him more than anything.
You know Darren, Brad's brother?
You
I do.
remember
I
that?
have
It does
once.
look like him.
Oh, heck of a guy.
All right, so here we go. Let's do Stooge trivia. See
oh,
what
I'm
you guys.
not good at this.
We got to start giving out gifts.
What do the Three
Prizes?
Yeah,
Stooges
sure.
find on the Widow Jenkins farm in Oily to Bed, Oily to Rise?
Oil.
Easy.
Woo, woo, woo,
Oh,
woo.
my dad did.
Oil!
He didn't really stretch it out for these, did he?
Yeah,
An
petroleum.
oil well. That's the one where
grade.
Curly sits on it, right? And
Yeah.
he plugs it up and shoots up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Honest Mo. That's Honest Shemp, and that's Larry. Came,
Oh, I would have said honest Abe.
That's a great joke. I forgot about that one. Yeah.
came from a short with Mummy in the title. Which short?
Oh, I wouldn't have gotten this.
I wouldn't have either. I see the answer, but I don't know that.
No.
I would have said
That's a.
Mummies.
it's a mummy's dummy.
Yeah, Mummy's. That's a
Mummy's
Shemp
dummy.
one.
Yeah.
A real quick question is a good one. Are you in contact with Irving and Jack relatives?
I'm not.
No.
Yeah.
That'd be your
Jack-
family.
Those are your
Jeff's son, I think, is
Is
like
Mark?
in
Is
his
his last name Marks?
I think he's alive. He's like in his
I-
80s, 90s.
I think they're in New York.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't
So-
meet my
so that's
family my
enough.
whole life, so I'm not real good at catching up even when I'm older.
Yeah. Yeah. You gotta
It's a
get on that.
disgrace.
All right, what else we got?
This is, I like this.
I have a question,
Mo's
though.
son-in-law Norman Moore and Larry's son-in-law Don Lamond worked on a sci-fi film together in 1960. Which film? It's not a Stooges film.
Wow, I did not know this.
I did know this.
You did?
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
dad knew it too. He wrote
Who
it.
knows? Anybody know? This is like
I don't know.
deep trivia.
Norman Moore and Larry and Don Lamond were in a sci-fi film together in 1960.
What was it?
It's about Mars.
Women are from Venus, men are from Mars? Oh, wait, that was later in the
It's
90s.
the Angry Red Planet.
The Angry Red Planet.
Oh.
It's
Have you seen it?
obscure, Yes.
Larry,
Really?
get it?
Pretty
Red hair, the
sci-fi.
planet?
Typical 1960. I mean, just silly. Yeah.
We got to see it. You know who would have a copy? Speaking of Paul Barecki, right? I know he would know where to get a copy of that. He's got all those.
Or
old-
Schwartzy.
This is weird. This is actually weird.
Yeah.
Somebody just asked about this. We know Mo, Shemp, and Curly were brothers. How many Howard brothers were there in total?
Get out of here.
That's weird.
That is weird that somebody just asked that, and that's the first question on here.
Is somebody reading through here?
Yeah, and the thing is, there were five that we all know about.
Well, Jack
but
Irving.
the trivia, what they didn't write, and what your beloved pops did know, is that they had a sister,
Oh. What was her name?
Volga.
Oh, no.
But that's for another day. I'm going to tell you folks about. Yeah, that's right.
You met Volga.
I have met
She was
Volga
raised in a goat pen.
in somewhere
Slovakia.
far away. Yes. That'll be fun.
That's me for another day. Okay, back to trivia, folks.
Name one of the 2 songs used as a theme song in the Three Stooges Columbia shorts. That's easy.
Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of people might not know the second one.
The Three Blind Mice, obviously, but what's the other one?
Yeah, did people know the name of the other?
That's a tough one.
You are the woman that
Anybody
I
know?
always dreamed
Anybody know
of.
what it's called?
Three Blind Mice and
And
another one. Thank you, Emily.
Oh, the Wet Sticky Bandits got it.
Wet
Listen
Sticky
to the
Bandits.
Mockingbird.
Yeah.
Red Sticky Bandits. Success.
Success. You know what we haven't done in a few minutes?
No, I can't do any more of
I know
that.
what you haven't done.
I've got
you want
blade
this one?
damage.
And a can of Panasan.
And I got a present.
Cuckoo! Not me!
All right, it's been a minute. How long do we do this?
Until, we got a lot of people on.
How many shorts did the Three Stooges make with Columbia? I actually said this number earlier.
You didn't mention it.
So
Yeah.
who's paying
107.
attention?
Who knows? How
Pay
many?
Attention. Pay attention.
Come on. Anakana. How many Three Stooges shorts did they make for Columbia? 1990, 1997, 190.
Mark Call, winner.
Mark.
Jessica knew, Nancy knew.
All right, so we need to start like doing this and then send them
Something.
Yeah.
I'll send you guys stuff.
We gotta start. To,
How do we
gotta
get
do
there?
that.
We got to set up an email. though.
Yeah, we'll have to set up an
Oh, we
email
do.
or we could connect with them.
I'll do one more question.
You can't get on the post
Jessica,
office.
you answered it first. All right. I saw that. Which one here? Which short was nominated for an Academy Award?
I know.
Come on, guys.
That's a good one. Next time we'll do this and we'll send stuff.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, but I think we should send stuff virtually. You know, instead of sending the mail, we just make something. We take something pictures, we sign it, and
Men
we
in Black,
email
Men
it
in
to
Black,
them.
Men in Black.
Men in
Everybody knows
Black.
That
They
was
get
too
it
easy.
quicker.
Was that
What do you
too
think
easy?
about that?
That was too easy.
You don't think about that?
The last one.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Scan you autographs and stuff, and then you can print them and put them on your wall. You can throw
Wow,
darts
I
at
don't
me.
know this one from Dizzy Doctors.
Oh, I
For
love
Dizzy
that one.
Doctors, if you have a knick-knack with a nick in it, we'll knock the nick out of the knick-knack with what product? Oh, come on.
You know what? I didn't know the line, and it's a Larry line, isn't it?
Yeah. well,
I
Nick-
think that's a total Larry
I'll
line.
read it. I'll read it. as
Okay,
Larry.
do it as Larry. This is good.
It's funny that I have to take my glasses off to read it, isn't it? Okay, here we go. If you have a knick-knack with a nick in it, we'll knock the nick out of the nick with a neck.
What's the product?
Righto.
Righto! Good job.
Righto!
And the last question there was,
Righto.
what was Larry's real name?
Oh, was it really?
I know that
Come
one.
on,
No.
Larry.
What was Larry's real name? Yeah.
So that was the one where Larry's talking to the cop, right? And his leg is
His leg is the dog is chewing on it. Yeah.
That's pretty good. Louis Feinberg. Now
Yeah.
you've been to where Larry was born in Philadelphia.
Yep.
What's it like being there for you?
I always tell my wife, like, let's move to Philadelphia. This is like, I feel my roots here.
Yeah.
And then when it's 18 degrees outside, she's like,
You're like,
no,
no.
we're not doing that. But I feel like grounded, kind of like East Coast. I feel like I grew up in Southern California my whole life, but I just feel at home in the East Coast. You know what I mean? Especially when you stand there and you're up at, Philly South and 3rd, right where he was born.
Yeah.
It ended up being a sports bar, that building. But it's neat. You can feel it. I'm sure you've been in New York.
You can feel this too.
Uh-oh.
No, that was a better sound. It was like a mattress that wasn't stuffed right. Get this off me.
Here, do it
How
right.
do you do
Do
good?
it.
In this corner.
Did you expect the Stooges to have like this much in your? Because it's a big part of your life.
It is.
Right?
It is. Then they shaved his head with Brighto. Yeah. So no, I kind of always wanted it to be a part of my life,
Good.
and being a family business wasn't the best. I didn't love that aspect of it after I graduated college and started kind of getting into work. But I did my aunt helped me get into the show business, and I worked on the Tonight Show with Jay Leno for like 15 years. So we can talk about that at some other time.
Yeah.
Which he, by the way, was a great dude and That was
And a
the
big
best
Stooge
show.
fan.
Big Stooge fan.
And we get into that more in the podcast.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, we talk about that. And I met some great people there, like Friends for Life. So I was in the entertainment business, and I obviously having this lineage helped, with Don Lamond and Larry Fine. And then as time went on and I kind of got out of that, I was just like, as I got a little older, I'm like, I want to do more with the Stooges, like what you guys are doing. I think it's important.
Yeah.
I think it's important that we keep the Stooges around, especially in today's kind of wild, nutty world. I'm going to bring this thing down and get very serious.
No, it's okay.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Sure, no.
No,
But it's true. I think there's a lot of people, like I'm finding more and more that people are coming to this because there's nothing, no agenda. There's just no message. There's just, you watch yourself. I think for kids, you feel smarter than people. For adults, you realize how stupid you could be,
Right.
And you just laugh.
And laugh is the key. Like I said, I always want to be funny as like an epiphany, like just bring comedy to the world, bring humor.
The thing is that you found the Stooges, right? We're together now. We're doing this funny stuff. And before that, you were in entertainment.
Right.
Now, the oxymoron, besides me, is I actually want to be in entertainment. So what if we traded places for a second and I could...
And you sit in the middle.
No, I want to be on the Tonight Show. I want to meet all these people. I love people. I just want to meet someone famous.
You are famous.
I'm infamous.
Oh, I've Kurt and Big Baby. Have you watched Big Baby?
I have watched Big Baby.
Oh, Big Bull Baby.
I have one. I like Big Baby.
You do?
Yeah.
Big Baby with a beard.
It's a wacky.
I
We got
great.
like
Wait, Big Baby
150 million views.
Big
Yeah.
Baby makes a friend.
Yeah, no. Yeah,
No,
we did
no,
not have to shave.
I come over.
No, I don't shave.
Oh, no.
No, I come over
Give
to
me a cigar.
I come over to babysit you, but I'm babysitting him too. So I bring you both together.
No, here's the deal. He's a gangster hiding from the law, so he dresses as a baby.
Oh, the cigar.
And you think that he's the baby.
No, like the Warner Brothers cartoon, the baby with the scrub face and the cigar, right?
We'll do that.
Yep. I mean, you do. We got to get you acting for sure. Did you ever really want to be an actor? Was that ever serious?
Never really an actor. I did when I worked on the Tonight Show. They were awesome about using us for skits.
Right.
Like Jay, the second act was always like a comedy bit, and a lot of them we did in house. So I kind of got typecast though. I was like,
sure, yeah.
the Cuban guy, Bin Laden, the football player. So it was like whatever.
You probably couldn't get away with that now, could you?
Yeah, this was in the early 2000s. But so I did all these things and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And I got to work with a lot of cool, like I got to do something with Florence Henderson. We did like,
That's cool.
Mrs. Brady.
it was the Brady Bunch Fight Club. It was a Florence Henderson Fight Club. So I got to do stuff like that. I worked with like Mikey Day, who's on Saturday Night Live. So I got to do all these cool things and work with these people, and I loved it. But I don't think I was a good actor. Like,
Oh no,
I kind of realized like it's a difficult craft.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you guys are great at it. But I did want to be a comedian. I've always wanted to be a stand-up comedian. I've been writing jokes my whole life. But I start reading these jokes out loud or like kind of performing. And my wife's like, you're going to be canceled before you in like 8 minutes. You know, I was like, well,
I'm not 20 years ago.
I'm not Bill Burr, so I can't.
Yeah, Bill Burr gets away with it.
But I'm not, so I was like, well, can I do like a dumbed down act? It's not as funny to me.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to be in that stuff, and I got a little taste of it with the Tonight Show, which was awesome. So I was in SAG and all that stuff, so it was fun.
Right.
But really, really acting, I'm not good enough. Like that's a craft,
Right.
and I respect the dudes who do it.
And is your brother is Stooges a big part of your brother's life as well?
It's always been something there for him. He's a little more low key than me. Like, I mean, that's not hard to achieve, obviously. So he's probably like doesn't seek the attention quite the way I do.
Right.
But he's a big part of our business. He's a brilliant like techie kind of guy. So he does all the back end stuff. And if we bring him out in the public and like into a thing, he'll entertain. He's very funny. We did a couple show things together before. He's great, but he doesn't seek it out as much as me. But it's a big part of his life too.
Yeah.
We don't want him hitting us though, because he's like
6'4",
huge, right?
He's a monster. Yeah.
No.
You don't want that. But I'm trying to force my kids into like being entertainers. Like my daughter performs, with her music.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And my son is they're both naturally hilarious. They're so funny.
And athletic.
And then my nieces and nephews are very, very funny too in a Stooge kind of way. So I do believe that it got passed down.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
So what do they think of this? What are their ages and what do they think of the Stooges?
So the nieces and nephews, the oldest is Megan. She's 26 now, 25. So she loves the Stooges and she's been a part of our social media and stuff like that. So she's very in tune with it. and
We should connect her with Chandler.
We got to get her on the show. She's
Oh
in
yeah, we
Texas
definitely.
now.
Oh okay.
And then the next one down is Drew, 22. He's out in Texas also. He does all the graphic design for all of our product.
Right.
So he's amazing. He loves the Stooge stuff. He's pretty chill though. He's probably doesn't like the attention as much, but I force it on him.
Yeah.
And then Mason is the youngest of my brother's group. He's 17. He's too handsome to be stupid.
Oh.
This kid, he's amazing. So he's like super good looking guy, but he's very funny too. And then my kid's Ava, 15-year-old daughter. She's very sneaky, funny, like almost like Mo, like a little bit of like she'll get you.
Really? Yeah.
And then my son Marco, he's a blast. He's 12. He's just funny and outgoing. He's bubbly. He's got the Larry vibe.
And do they embrace their heritage? Like, do they like
do.
this? Yeah, they don't hide shy from it.
No, they do. When we're out in public, I'll put him on blast. I'm like, this is Larry's great grandkids, and the people are like, oh, and then they're really good about it. Like they're used to it now.
That's awesome.
Because I've been forcing it on them for years. How about your daughter? You've done it with her?
She's actually, it seems like she's like, I don't want anything to do with it, but she's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's very funny. Lizzie's
Yeah,
very funny. I want to get
yeah.
her up here too.
Yeah. That'd be nice for them to get together. We get the grandkids.
We got all to get the Stooge grandkids together and do a
Yeah.
show. Yeah, we'll do something fun. Pie them up and do.
Yeah. What
Get
do you
around.
folks think?
Well, you guys are such great people. Like I was saying to my friends and my family, it's like I would be friends with you guys without a Stooge connection, which is not. I don't think that's normal, right? Like I don't think you. If I met your brother,
that's good because we're not really related to the Stooges. This is all just a game. Just kidding.
by the way,
Three Stooges game.
Spanky's my grandfather. I didn't tell you.
I'm sorry for interrupting.
Andy, there. What is it?
There are repeated questions of the name of your podcast. There are repeated questions.
Oh, people want to know about.
Oh,
the
I'm
podcast.
sorry. So the name of the podcast is not out yet. It'll be out soon. It's called the official Three Stooges podcast,
The official.
or the Three Stooges official podcast. It's one of those.
But it's official.
It is official.
It's great.
And you helped us get that. You helped us get the license to call it that. And we're working with
Well, our pals.
our pally.
See you later, Shane.
Yep.
Shane's leaving.
Bye, Shane.
Bye, Shane.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. So long.
Joel's saying, Kurt, are you guys selling Blu-ray that is out of the studio? Well, we have the complete. I don't know. We might
It's
be
not
sold out right now.
Blu-ray though.
It's not Blu-ray. Yeah.
Why Sony has not released? And you guys, so be clear, the rights holders, Three Stooges, C3, and Shop Knuckleheads, you guys don't own the rights to the movies
So Sony still controls the actual prints, the films.
of the Columbia shorts.
The Columbia shorts.
Right.
So we have the cartoons and the feature films, but nothing's been done on Blu-ray, and I just don't know that it will be.
That's crazy though.
Yeah.
They're such a big seller. Right
Everything's streaming now, so when you try to make those kind of deals, they're like, well, it's not cost effective, and that kind of thing.
I don't believe it. I don't buy it. I think like first of all, there's still
Andy will get it done.
I'm calling Columbia tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's a million people in the movie business don't know nothing about it now. What's three more ain't gonna do it.
Wrestling Earnest, and please make sure the new podcast is shown on YouTube. It will be. Right?
It will be. Yeah, we
recorded it.
Yeah, and that was one thing when we started to do it. Brad and I insisted that we do a video version of it so we could pop it on YouTube.
Brian
I know that
Ader
it was an insistment.
is Kurt on social media. Stooge Kurt.
Stooge Kurt. Oh, on Instagram. So let's
Instagram.
find it on Instagram. There's Shop Knucklehead.
K-U-R-T.
Stooge Kurt. K-U-R-T.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta look them up.
Yep. And you'll be coming back with us?
Yeah, I'm bad on social media though.
No.
That's okay.
I'm too old.
No, people love you.
Yeah.
People
Oh,
love you.
They do?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's your address? Tell them your address.
Yes.
Oh, they'll find it. They'll find it.
Before we wrap
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
I think I want.
Oh, make them one.
I'm
Make them. Oh, he's gonna do one.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat one now.
Give him a fresh one.
Oh, that's ugly.
this one's fresh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Give me a fresh one. I'm going for it. I am hungry. It is dinner time.
It's time to eat.
It's
time
dinner
to
time.
eat.
Here, right here. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, just put it right there.
Oh, that looks so good.
Oh my.
Are you
God.
going for it?
Yeah. Yeah.
How dare you?
Oh,
Oh, it's delicious.
thank you for
Thank
doing
you.
this.
Thank you.
Thank
joining
you
us.
for letting me do that to you.
Thank you.
You got to promise him you're coming back.
I promise I'm coming back. I don't know when, but I will come back.
You'll come back.
Promise.
Promise.
Let me see the mouth.
And we got more stuff, right? You got more stuff to show us?
I will
Thank
bring
you.
more stuff.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. But don't forget to like, subscribe, comment.
We love you.
We love you.
Please do this
We'll catch you
forever.
maybe tomorrow live painting. So
Oh, do it.
keep it as possible.
All
Very,
right.
very,
Right on.
very possible.
Love you guys.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.